Within Affinity, there's a couple of different ways to think about how you can best track and support your portfolio companies. One of the first ways to think about that is through the power of opportunities in a platform. With an opportunity list, we can track all of the different support engagements that we're helping with our portfolio companies in terms of facilitating introductions, helping them with fundraising, helping them with go-to-market strategy, helping introduce them to customers, etc. On the left-hand side here, this really represents each of those individual support items that we're working on with our specific portfolio company. All of this additional fields here would represent things like the status of that request, who are we helping to facilitate an introduction to, or what target organization is involved in that support category, what's the type of support we're providing, what portfolio company are we actually working with, who on our team actually owns that, etc. This is highly customizable as well. Not only can we come in to customize to create new fields that are associated with this opportunity list, but we can also filter this down to focus on what really matters or what is actionable on a specific day-to-day basis. By applying different filters to this, we can go from all of the opportunities and support that we're providing to our portfolio companies to focus on things like specific categories. As an example, all of the different funding that we're working on associated with our portfolio company's fundraising process. Other ways to think about that is based on specific target organizations that we're talking to. How many times have we introduced somebody to Amazon, as an example? What's the overall status of all of these items versus specific ones in specific categories? This sheet view is really great for data entry and making adjustments to some of the filtering that we're providing, but we also have this open opportunities board view, which represents a much more sort of graphical representation of the support items that are going on. Here we can click in to each of these individual cards and see some of that fundamental information that we're tracking associated with those opportunities. The last piece of this is from a reporting perspective. So as we're tracking all of this support items within the platform, we can report on all of this data as well. Our Affinity Analytics tool allows you to build highly customizable dashboards that pull all of that data associated with this opportunity list to look at what are the open projects we're working on, who on the team actually owns those, what's the breakdown based on specific categories or specific types, what's the impact we've had across our portfolio this year based on some of the actual support we're doing, and how are things sort of progressing through the funnel. Once we've actually built all of these reports out, not only can you download them as a PDF, but you can also schedule delivery of these. If you wanted this to hit the team's inbox on a monthly basis to give a summary of how we've been supporting our portfolio companies, this is a really easy and powerful way to do that. Now, the second way that we think about tracking support directly within Affinity is through introductions. Whenever we come into a specific profile page, under the Introductions tab here, Affinity is automatically capturing all of the introductions that are made to a specific organization on your behalf. What we can do with this information is we can really easily report on that data through our Affinity Analytics platform. Here, through a template, I can look at all of the introductions that we've made to our portfolio companies. What is the aggregate number of introductions we've made across those? And we can get a really granular view of that based on specific portfolio companies and how many introductions we've facilitated for them, based on specific team members and who's actually responsible for those introductions, and then also based on the actual people we're introducing them to. Not only can we focus on that, but we can also look at this information based on specific time intervals, whether we wanted to do monthly, quarterly, etc. Through our introductions reporting, this is a really powerful way for you to visualize the introductions you're helping to facilitate for your portfolio companies on a daily basis anyways. There's no additional work that you have to do to track this. All you have to do is leverage that template and start to facilitate those introductions. Hopefully this helps to give a sense of a couple of the different ways that you can think about tracking support with your portfolio companies directly within Affinity.